The trading post it is.
奇鸟了。这边问沙尘，然后它是翻译成沙尘之谜。这英文的 title 叫沙尘之谜。
Faster! Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived.
英配跟日配都是摔下来。
Rode too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
晚安。
晚安。
Who do you think those soldiers were?
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn.
我觉得英配里面的叔父是不是又更搞笑了一点呢？就是该怎么讲啊？他用了一些词汇
Long and play now, Torgal.
都蛮好笑的。为什么是？你怎么这样盖住就不会被人家发现呢、啊？可不，这种跟他妈的不合理。哎呀，这两个兄弟差点就要见了。话说，我觉得有点难过的是，你知道吗？就是他弟感应得到他哥，但是他哥不一定感应得到他弟。哇，这件事情有点难过。啊，可能是因为弟弟给了哥哥祝福的关系才会发现吧。
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only
吃饱才会说话。
What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
哎呦，话说一直在期待他们俩见面，就是还是没见面，已经知道还是有点难过。弟呀、你哥在楼下，来跟你哥见一面吧。
Your Grace.
It is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
端水上来是不是啊？好清澈哦。
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
哎呦，叔叔！哎呦，uncle，小大声啊！
We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
哎呦，等下要是我要打架，
Uncle?
这段还是很好笑。
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
哎呦，约书亚出来看呐、啊，哥哥在楼下啊，看看他吧。
Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
刚把东西吃在嘴巴里。这怎么这么好？这被看起来超好笑。
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose.
好，我要打架。
Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
海景第一排。 怎么了？膀胱啊！好气哦！我在这边射兵，真的是。在这里钻石星辰好了。哎呦哎呦！整间店直接毁光光，爽哦！
Who are you?
哎、这几只这么好打，给11万哎，挺好的。哎呀，哥哥在楼下，快过来见哥哥啊！有输呀！我说哦，他哥把还吃啊，还吃啊
Your trouble.
！Your trouble， 有钱人真好哦。
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance.
感觉到哥哥。
Your Grace?
I'm fine.
哎呀，他真的是把他弟的羽毛塞在他的那个，你知道胸沟里面，什么乳沟啊？把那个羽毛塞到他的乳沟里面，看那个位置的话，哇，真的是贴身在，哎呀，弟呀，哎。 弟呀，你不吃的红萝卜，还是让你哥哥出来了。
It's nothing. Let's go.
你看啦，你哥都认出你了，谁让你还是不喜欢吃红萝卜？哎呀！就偷偷赶他进来了。哎呦弟，见一下哥嘛，哥很难过哎，你都不愿意见他。
Where are you?
唉。
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery.
因为这个名字像女生哦，
We know not
还是因为中文翻译的关系呀？我就是觉得这是男生名字啊。
Women people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Lighting for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Furder. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Sweet incense! What's candle?
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
他是我的好朋友。可是，等一下，等一下。可是配置写说是恩人的知己，哎，这边这个用法应该。
Trust him. Only as far as I think he trusts us.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabrics,
哎
fresh
呀，
from
过
the
头了，
capital.
过头了，不好意思啊，不好意思。
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
这只有2拨人呢，有点忘记。啊，果然有2拨人。哦，还好我留了一手。
Stay down!
完了，我觉得今天打不完今天打不完胡歌，我觉得下礼拜再打吧。
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Lights and pots!
Needed to a
juiciest meat. Yes, they're quite sort of.
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet, even then, I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
不知道为什么卢米娜的音配版本那个欠揍程度又上升了呢？这怎么那么欠揍啊
Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
原本就是日配已经很欠揍了，音配那个欠揍程度居然又上升了一个层级，你真的挺屌的。到底怎么能这么欠揍啊
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups.
不是音配这边的说又有差了。
Between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
不是啊，这两个怎么会差那么多啊？说明那个完全不一样欸。Hello，What the fuck？ 另外一边连黑市倒卖都讲出来了，然后这边，然后日配只有讲说那个不知道被拿到哪里去了。
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polish?
要魔剑吗？我哪里的剑呢
Then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
有这么帅，不想帮我磨个剑吗
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
想帮我磨剑吗
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him. Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
好了，接下来跑路了。
Why is the tavern shut?
我可能这一段做，这段后面是不是还有接一些支线呢？可能把那些部分做一做之后，今天就到这边了吧。然后胡歌就下礼拜再打吧。胡歌那一场打下去，我就至少1个小时了。但是时间上面还是要稍微控制一下。
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not
bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion, and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle!
I'm just getting warmed up!
Enough!
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive? I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much. Greybeard.
Of all the...
对，还是欺负了，真的好笑。我蛮喜欢看他们两个拌嘴的。
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
啊，因为这段是个意思哦，那干嘛不直接翻啊？今天只有用音译的。
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
我说英配的鲁波尔的个性又更活泼了呢，我的感觉啦。比起日配，
I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
而且很想讲那种cos人的话，那个cos感又上升了。
Let's go.
好了，那今天先到这边好了，因为接下来的时间我已经打不完的，所以呢，今天就先到这里吧。哇，64欸，虽然它开到100等了，但是100等我真的打得上去。我现在已经抽了已经赚了那种2倍的材料了，我觉得还是很难呢。啊，好了，今天先到这边吧，然后下礼拜四就是把胡歌的部分打完了。我感觉胡歌召唤兽那边一定会很难打，我觉得啦。好，那今天就先到这里啦，就今天比较早一点了，因为后面的内容1个小时内是玩不完的，好不好？就不玩了。好，就到这里，拜拜，拜拜。